Why buy Nikon Zf if you hate big Fujifilm cameras? In this video I want to share with you my thoughts, why I did this and what are my reasons to get Nikon Zf. Hi there and welcome to my channel. Tudor Matescu here. So I want to put things into perspective and to give you my perspective, because no, I didn't change my mind, but it seems that I don't like big Fujifilm cameras and not big cameras. So let's take it like this. Very important. So the first point. So let's talk just about the lenses because it's very important. If you want good image quality on Fujifilm, to resolve the 40 megapixel sensor of X-T5 or X-T50, you need to use the WR lenses. And also if you want a good aperture, an f1.4 aperture for low light shooting, for subject to background separation and so on. So let's look at this lens, the 18mm f1.4 lens from Fujifilm that it's balanced on X-T50. The package in hand, it is as heavy as Nikon Zf with an equivalent lens. Again, it doesn't matter that this is an 18mm f1.4. We could think at the 20mm f1.4. And by the way, I am looking at a great offer, like $500, and I've decided not to buy that lens, the 20mm f1.4 WR with 2 years guarantee. I've decided not to buy it because of the AF and of the big package. So we must think at all these factors. It's not just about size when you are buying gear and when you are deciding to sell a gear. It's not just one factor. There are multiple factors that are connected. So I have this big lens with f1.4 aperture that doesn't focus. I've tried to use this lens with X-T5. I got pretty good results. With X-Pro C, pretty good results, but hard. It was hard. It's not as easy as on Nikon Zf that is focusing blazing fast like Sony A7C. So very important. With this lens, I do not have the guarantee that I will have my picture in focus at f1.4 as I am having with a full-frame Sony A7C camera or with Nikon Zf camera when I'm shooting a smaller lens and a cheaper lens. So the lenses are very important. I can put on Sony or on Nikon Zf the 28mm f2 from Sony, that it's rendering, how I've showed in other videos, better subject to image separation, and also it has a better pop to it because it's a full frame lens. But let's say that full frame doesn't matter. I think that what matters and what is the heel of what made me decide to go to Nikon Zf regarding the lenses and the full frame camera, it is the AF. Yes, the AF of Fujifilm is not reliable. I've tried to love this lens. I've tried to love it. I'm loving it when I get good results. When I'm getting good results, it's sharp, it's nice, it has good micro contrast, but the results aren't guaranteed because of the AF. So I'm missing shots. The package is big and it's threatening to my subjects because I need to get close with this lens. And also with the 20mm f1.4, and this was the reason that I've decided not to buy it in the end, because this is a big camera in the end. X-T50 with 18mm f1.4 and with 20mm f1.4 are big cameras. I have the same weight as on Nikon Zf, more or so. So look how big it's 18mm f1.4 versus 40mm f2. So the lenses are important. So on Fujifilm, even if we have a small camera, the lenses are too big. The lenses are too big for this small camera. Even if I would go to X-T5, that it will help me balance more the camera, no. I've used X-T5 over 2+ years. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm loving X-T5 for what it is, but also I must address the downsides. And the grip, it's a downside. On X-T5, if you want to balance X-T5 with an 80mm or a 20mm f1.4, you need to add a grip, or better go to XH2 or XH2S. So where you are as big as on Nikon Z6. So in the end, if you want to use the WR lenses for their image quality and for the aperture, because you need on APS-C, you really need an f1.4, then you need to go big. You are forced to go big on Fujifilm for the low light season. This is very important. So for the low light season, I need f1.4 lenses from Fujifilm. And yes, I need a new WR lenses to really get something that I feel it's worth it. Other than that, if I want to go small, I would go with X106 for the 35mm field of view, or with the 35mm f2 and the 35mm f1.4, or the 80mm f2 when I want to go small and make some compromises regarding image quality. And why the compromise is not so big with the older lenses? Because the older lenses are small, they are focusing as good as these lenses in the end, and also they have some micro contrast and 3D pop, and in the end the final image it is the same because of the AF. So with this 80mm f1.4 and with X-T50 I've tried to love it, and also with X-T5 I've tried to use it over 2+ years. It didn't work for me at all. So with Fujifilm I really need to go small. I am forced to go small. I would go big if I would have felt that the package is delivering, but because of the AF, the package is not delivering. So why stay big with Fujifilm with an AF that it's not delivering at f1.4, and why not go with a full frame package indifferently, Sony A7C, Nikon Zf, that it's delivering with a 28mm f2 lens. Also regarding the lenses, very important. My preferred field of view, it is the following: the 40mm field of view and the 28mm field of view. On Fujifilm, I am crippled on these fields of view. I'm very crippled. I'm very okay with the 35, I'm okay with the 50, but with these fields of view that I love for general shooting, I am totally crippled. The 27mm f2.8, let's be serious, I'm not liking it at all. I do prefer to shoot X106 in sports finder mode than that lens. Also with 80mm f1.4, yes, a great lens, but it's not focusing. The focus is not reliable for street photography. The 80mm f2, it's giving me better results in general than this lens. So yes, I get better results with 80mm f2. Because the package is small and I can get close. I can get close. With this package, it's hard to get close to your subject. So in the end, Fujifilm is not delivering me on these fields of view, but full frame, it's delivering me. Because the 28mm f2.8, f2, it is sufficient on full frame, it is sufficient. A 40mm f2.5, again sufficient. But this is 40mm f2. So the choice was simple. Either go back to Micro Four Thirds, that again, the best system for the 40mm field of view with the OM 20mm f1.4, or try a full frame camera that has a retro looking dials and it's acting like X Pro 3. So now let's talk about this X Pro 3 and why not stick to X Pro 3 and Fujifilm lenses. Because I've said, and I am really serious, that this Fujifilm X Pro 3, it is the best balance for 80mm f1.4, for 20mm f1.4, for 30mm f1.4. So let's take a look in hand at X Pro 3 with this lens. Amazing! When I'm keeping this package in hand, it's feeling like a glove. Yes, it has a better grip than ZF, no worries. The package is perfect, don't get me wrong. X Pro 3, my most beloved camera from Fujifilm, and also X100V and 6. Best cameras in the world, and X-T50, it's the great small camera that can do everything for you. But let's get back to this. This 80mm f1.4 and 23C and the other lenses are a great pair on X Pro 3. Let's say I don't need the X Pro 4, and I really do not need the X Pro 4. But the X Pro 3 has a problem, and this is where things starts to broke for me with X Pro 3. So X Pro 3, from my point of view, it is the best camera, the best from Fujifilm, and probably my most beloved camera from all the cameras that are out there. But it has a build flaw, and this is big, this is big, this is huge. What is the flaw? The flaw is that this screen, it's broken on you. I already have the sub monitor broke. So this package with this screen that I can use it like this, it is the best low angle machine that I have. The best tilt screen that I have for hip shots, the best. But the screen is broken on me. So when I've started to see that the sub monitor it's not working anymore, and also the touch functions of X Pro 3 are not working anymore, this means it's just a matter of time when my X Pro 3 will not have a working screen. So I'm not using anymore X Pro 3 like with the screen, because I am afraid that I will lose the screen, and I don't want to lose the screen for the moment. So this is really annoying. So what can I do? What can I do? Buy another X Pro 3 that in time will broke just to use the Fujifilm lenses, and again, I don't have a reliable AF as on other Fujifilm cameras, but with AFS I've got very good results. But this is the best ergonomical package that I have. If Fujifilm X Pro C would have been a better camera, a camera that it will not broke on me in time, I think I would have not looked at ZF. But this is where ZF is coming into place big time. Nikon Zf, it's a little chunkier X Pro C. So this is the only difference from my point of view between Nikon Zf and Fujifilm X Pro C. Nikon Zf in hand and at touch is feeling as good as Fujifilm X Pro C. The EVF, it is great, amazing, extraordinary. The screen of Nikon Zf, it is wow. Big and huge. Everything it is wow regarding Nikon Zf. I think that Fujifilm needed to do this camera. Fujifilm needed to do a Fujifilm X Pro 4 with a screen, not a flip screen ideally, that it will not broke and operate like this. Nikon Zf, it's a hybrid from my point of view between X Pro 3 and X-T5. Boom. Boom. So amazing. You just have one compromise with Nikon Zf. One small compromise that, yes, if you are liking to do down angle shots, so you like to shoot from the hip, regarding street photography, yes, the screen, it's not ideal for this. But there are some techniques that you can use and you can employ. And also this really depends on you and on your mood and on your mojo. So from time to time you can use it without problems, because the mechanical shutter, it's ultra silent, it's ultra nice, it's ultra good. So overall, Nikon Zf, it's an upgraded X Pro 3 with a screen that it will not broke. So this is where things are coming into place and has sense in my buying decision. With Nikon Zf, I have reliable AF with small and big lenses. I was able to shoot Nikon Zf like a snap machine camera, just with one hand. Just with one hand with great IBIS. I feel that the IBIS is better than X-T5 and X-T50. I need to check it out. So I was able to shoot Nikon Zf holding an umbrella in hand and this with one hand, and I've got very good results. Also, as I'm switching now from X Pro C to Nikon Zf, yes, I'm feeling in hand the same feeling. The metal body, the texture, it is as X Pro 3. So you really need to understand that this is an upgraded X Pro 3, because put on the top of all, you have a full frame sensor and you have good colors, nice JPEGs, and also you have film simulations. I've discovered a great black and white profile that I will use it by night in heavy low light conditions, like charcoal profile. Amazing. So I really need to discover more and more the Nikon Z system. Also, let's get back to the lenses. I've checked last night the Nikon Z system lenses, zoom lenses and small prime lenses. They are cheaper than Fujifilm lenses. The S-line lenses from Nikon Z with 5 years guarantee are cheaper than a brand new lens from Fujifilm. How could you not want to go to Nikon Zf? So again, the only downside, the screen. How I've said, it's not a flip screen, but it's a big screen. It's a huge screen. So I feel that this huge screen, it will be easier visible for me on the streets without needing to flip it. And now let me show you the other technique, how I'm using this screen to shoot from the hip. So I'm keeping the screen like this. I'm not keeping it like this. Also, if you'll keep it like this, again, it's not like somebody is seeing something very long, because also if you have a black clothes, it will be easier for you to make the screen how you want. And anyway, I'm putting my hand like this. So I'm putting my hand like this and the screen, it is covered by my hand. And I'm using the camera with 2 hands. Boom, problem solved. So in conclusion, where Nikon Zf it's winning and where Fujifilm it's losing it. It is simple. Again, very simple. Big lenses on Fujifilm system. The same mistake that Olympus did. I've always said that the Fujifilm image quality is not far comparable to a Micro Four Thirds sensor, again depending on the lenses. Yes, you have some lenses and some advantages on some lenses and on some focal lenses, but the main important lenses for me, the 40mm field of view, the 35mm field of view, the 28mm field of view are crippled on Fujifilm. I do not feel that I'm winning much compared to a Micro Four Thirds camera when I'm using the small lenses, not the new WR lenses. And when you want to use the new WR lenses, or let's say the older Fujifilm f1.4 lenses, you have AF problems, and those lenses don't have the bite of the WR lenses. So yes, you are forced, if you want good image quality and a better AF, to go to the new WR lenses. But with the new WR lenses, you pay twice as much compared to a lens from a full frame system. So I've looked now at an offer from Sony. The 35mm f1.8 was selling with around $400 new with warranty, 2 years warranty. That lens is small, and also it's focusing blazing fast on Sony a7C and probably also on Nikon Zf. I really need to get the mega depth adapter again to test it myself. So I have the small lenses from Sony. This is very important. On Nikon Zf, I can mount the small lenses from Sony. So don't think just about Nikon Z lenses. The Sony lenses, and lots of users are using Nikon Zf with the mega depth adapter with Sony lenses, and they are getting great results. But there is more to it. I can also use Fujifilm lenses. I've just discovered, the viewer told me, that there is an adapter that it's adapting Fujifilm lenses on Nikon Zf with autofocus. Crazy. I can also mount Leica M lenses with the TT Artisan 6-bit adapter, so I will have lenses that are communicating the EXIF data, not like Voigtlander dedicated lenses on Fujifilm that have the bugs now because of the Fujifilm firmware, not because of the Voigtlander's fault. But with the TT Artisan adapter, I can communicate the EXIF data on Nikon Zf. There are also some tech art adapters that are making from Leica M lenses autofocusing lenses. Also, you have trap focus. Trap focus is a system that it will automatically take the shot when the camera is feeling the subject it's in focus. So I have many manual focusing options, better manual focusing options, many autofocusing options, and many lenses from Nikon Z and also from other manufacturers that are working, and they will work at least at the level of a Fujifilm WR lens on a Fujifilm camera. So why not use Nikon Zf? It doesn't make sense. So yes, I've decided not to invest anymore in Fujifilm lenses that I feel that are big and expensive, and they don't give me what I need. I need a small compact camera. Compact. This may be big, but it's compact. It's easy for me to get close. It's looking retro. It's looking nice. It's not as scary as this lens mounted on X-T5 or X-T50. And I'm telling you, I've got the looks when I've shot with X-T5 and this lens. I've got the looks. With X Pro 3, no problem. But with X-T5, yes, the lens is big, it's heavy, and it's feeling. This is small, it's light. Again, it really matters on the streets what is happening. And after using lots of gear, you get this experience and you know what package is working and what package it's not working. So this on X Pro 3 is working, but on X-T5 is not working. It's not working like it's working on X Pro 3, and also it didn't work well with X-T50. I didn't felt it as nice as with X Pro 3. So these big lenses from Fujifilm didn't work for me, and they are big and expensive. Why keep it small with a Sony 28mm f2 lens? Why not keep it small? So you really do not have to think just at Nikon Z lenses, but also thinking at Nikon Z lenses. I've discovered that they have amazing zoom. They have a 14 to 28mm f2.8 zoom that has an internal focus system. It's small and light, and it costs like a WR lens. An equivalent zoom on Fujifilm, it is double the price, the 8 to 16mm f2.8, and double the size and weight. So Nikon Zf, it is winning it a lot here. Nikon is doing what I've asked many times from Fujifilm to do, a small compact full frame camera with great AF and with the lenses. And yes, we have the lenses. The fact that I don't have here an aperture ring, this is just a tidbit. This is just a gimmick. I have here the aperture on the small window. So I know my exposure triangle. I know where I am without looking into the menu. Everything is really perfect and really well put with the Nikon Zf camera. But in conclusion, this means I will not shoot Fujifilm anymore? No, I will shoot Fujifilm with small lenses and with small cameras. So if Fujifilm will bring to the market a 27mm f2, as small as the 20mm f1.4 from Olympus, I will buy it instantly. If Fujifilm will bring to the market a 23mm f1.8 smaller compact, I will buy it instantly. So it's about the lenses. It's about the lenses and it's about the AF. Till then, I will use Fujifilm with the known lenses that I know that they are working, with third-party manufactured lenses that are giving me what I need, like this 35mm f1.7 from Victorinox, small, light, accurate AF and all the goodies. I will do a review soon, with TT Artisan lenses and with other lenses produced by different manufacturers that they've released lenses that Fujifilm should have released. So the TT Artisan 56mm f1.8 lens, great, amazing light lens, acceptable balance, acceptable size, so a joy to take it and to use it. Why not use it? Of course I will use it. Of course I'm loving it. But I do love more the 60mm f2.4 from Fujifilm. So yes, I am shrinking my Fujifilm system, and if I want to go big, when I want to go big on the streets because of the AF, because of the full frame sensor, because of the light that it's outside and I do feel that I need a better camera, then my choice it will be Nikon Zf, Sony A7C, Leica, depending on what I want. But have in mind that my packages are still small but are full frame. So again, I've changed now between X-T50, Nikon Zf and X-Pro C in hand. It's not a huge difference. It's not a huge shock. Wow, how big is this camera that I can't use it anymore? No, it's not. Probably if you have XM5 and compare it to Nikon Zf, then yes. X106 and compare it to Nikon Zf and 40mm f2, then yes again. So it really depends on what you want and what lenses do you want. Very, very important. So I feel that Nikon Zf, it will amaze me more and more and more. And with Fujifilm, I will go as small as I can, but without ditching the tilt screen functionality. So anyway, tell me your thoughts, leave me your comments, subscribe to my newsletter, subscribe to my channel, give it a like to this video, and also please be sure to check my next videos. Thank you and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.